How are you doing? I hope you don't mind me getting situated in your safe house. Crime marches on, and so will I. There are still cases that need to be closed, if you'll help me.
Okay, I'm on it.
Excellent. I uploaded a case to Bagley. He can brief you on it.
Okay, I will split that up.
Hello.
So we're dead set now, just like that. Do we get like a training or anything? I'd settle for a pamphlet. Did you get a pamphlet?
It's too late for that. Better learn the ropes quickly.
Mate, I almost recruited an undercover Sir's dick. And by almost recruited, I mean definitely snogged. I think I was just getting pumped for more information, if you know what I mean. Just started and I'm already fucking up.
Yeah, same.
This is just big, you know? Way bigger than I thought.
Clan Kelly's been sending a ton of crypto to an unknown party in Cairo. Something to do with Kronos X.
That new drug from the dark web? I remember when the bobbies were chasing it off our streets. Back when they actually did things.
It's a highly addictive psychotropic with a staggeringly high fatality rate that stands to make Clan Kelly a lot of money.
Right. At the cost of how many lives?
Well, the phrase Finsbury new project keeps popping up in their comms, if you'd like to take a look into it.
Where's the other
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to, and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so much easier. I remember when you...
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which was just too convenient.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the night. Accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
Yeah.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
I say for what year we can see we'll have a mission. Of watching after morning.
Yes, beekeeper.
Due to heightened criminal activity, pedestrians at night may be at risk.
One thing about Stockholm, that's my was
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to say hello, don't you think?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can you say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Read you loud and clear.
I can get up. Okay. I can't
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Think I can fit through the windows up there?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, we'll find what we can watch the film. Okay, I'm sick. Okay.
There's a lot of traps. You weren't joking when you said he had the whole place rigged.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Hey, I see this stick. Here are faith. My weapons, I see this stick with voice. Oh, that is this stick away. Speak of faith. Yes, and my friends, I see this stick. Whoa.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Let's not do anything hasty, please.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Never. I'm one of the good guys.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you've got to, but run!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish! Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know all about it. Why else would I be risking my life here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we came here to get your help. Cass is dangerous. He needs to be stopped. He was behind the bombings and tried to kill us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We'll table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Oh, crap.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Jesus.
Ah!
I have eyes on the firearm. Over. Preparing to ram suspect's vehicle. Control, we need medical assistance at my location. Over.
Yeah.
Ready to ram the vehicle. Over.
Yeah. So we could.
Control, I can't see the suspect. Please advise.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Got what? Cool.
Be advised, we are on patrol.
Control, I've lost sight of the target. Over.
Calling off the pursuit. Over and out.
Okay.
I think
Wait,
Well,
what?
Simon convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
Okay. Cool. Is it going?
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
What we need is an insider on the team.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Okay. Keep an eye out for him. I can just come on. Okay. Let's do this real quick. It's just one more fast ever before I start fucking there. Yeah. Oh, it's over here.
Right. No. No. Hang in there.
Yeah, see these right here before we can out anywhere else. Oh yeah, he was hit by that. Okay, that was it. Right. Okay.
Scan. All right. Just get.
Okay. Now figure this out. Okay. I'll make some more patch. Help me out. Let's go. Move. Oh, that's fine. Mistakes. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, let me hit somewhere. Yeah.
Still during a scan.
I am. Now let's hurry this up.
Remain where you are. Your profile triggered an alert.